So Any Time of the Month was founded in 2019 and very humble beginnings, I have to say. I had no idea that this small idea that I had would transform into such an astounding social enterprise with sprawling impacts all over Ireland. It started off with the really simple idea of you would never go into a public toilet and expect there not to be toilet roll. And if there was, you wouldn't say, oh, that's so kind, that's so considerate, like they have toilet roll. It's completely ridiculous. So why should it be any different for period products, something you equally can't control as you can't going to the bathroom? And that was where the basic premise started. And I'm a University of Limerick student. I was in second year, I believe, at the time, and I was looking at things like Charity Week and how biros and condoms and notebooks and hoodies were being handed out so freely and so sporadically, but a free pad, a free tampon, out of the question. And I wondered what we could do and how we could make UL an even safer and more comfortable environment for our students. So I started digging and I found out that UL is actually a sanctuary college, which means that we welcome international protection applicants from direct provision centres to study with us. And these are people that live on the bare minimum. They live on less than €35 a week. And I thought to myself, gosh, if someone like me is noticing these issues, someone from privilege, someone who goes to university and luckily has never had want or need in my whole life, and I'm thinking about access to these products, what is someone like that who lives on so little with such little support thinking? And after some further digging, I found out that the Students' Union actually does provide free period products, but therein lies an issue. I had to dig for that information. So I thought to myself, how can we increase knowledge? How can we remove stigma in the university at first? But again, it sprawled so significantly that this was clearly an issue that a lot of people resonated with. And I thought to myself further, how can you identify these places that you can get these products for free? Like, not everyone will be able to do the digging that I did and ask those questions. So is it a symbol? Is it a poster? What form would that take? And I decided that it was time to take something into my own hands. You know, if you spot a change or an issue that you think you have the power to address, then you absolutely need to at least try. And I had great support from the president at the time, Ciara Jo Hanlon. So I came up with an idea, a really simple idea. And I thought, we're dealing with something that is so highly stigmatised. This needs to be discreet, but above all, it needs to be friendly and it needs to be respectful. So that was where the idea was born. How can we identify people and places that are kind and respectful, friendly and intersectional, where people can avail of free period products in a completely trustworthy manner? And that's how Any Time of the Month came about. To be involved in the setting up of an initiative that has had such traction and that resonates with so many people signifies to me that people were desperate for something like this, that people knew it was an issue, but perhaps because of the stigma, they didn't want to address it. But I've never been too afraid of controversy, so I said, if I have the power to address something and if I have the knowledge and the wherewithal and the support from the UL community to do something about it, why on earth wouldn't I? And again, I can't emphasise enough the humble beginnings. I had no idea that period poverty was as big an issue as it was when I started accessing these questions. It came from a very hippy-dippy notion of, wouldn't it be great if pads were free on campus so you didn't have to worry about it? But it spiralled and it spiralled and it grew, and the societal issue that is period poverty and dignity for people with periods really came to light. So it was completely unexpected, but to be involved and to found such an incredible initiative that has had national and now I'm very proud to say international attention is amazing. And through joining the Enatus network and through creating this network of friendly strangers, we're giving more people that opportunity to have a voice, to be an activist, to be a feminist, to be proud of the change they wish to see in the world and that they're manifesting that through themselves. So the premise of Any Time of the Month has been, and hopefully will always be, the idea of this network of friendly strangers. Our core ethos for creating this network is that it would be 100% intersectional. And what that means is that anyone, irrespective of gender identity, sexuality, religion, ethnicity, anything that they define as their identity means that they are 100% welcome in our initiative, irrespective. And as well as that, our other core value of respect, but then friendliness as well, to make it an easy conversation to have about a topic that's been so stigmatised, and to make someone feel comfortable and welcome is so important to us. So how someone would join our network is that they would purchase or just wear a badge or a sticker with our very small discreet logo on it, and that would signify to people in your college, in your workplace, or your community that you are comfortable with being approached by anyone, and anyone is the key word. who needs access to period products or that needs access to help. And this has spurred on the volunteer initiative that sits behind any time of the month. We currently have a team of about 30 volunteers working for us through the Enatus network, but people of any walk of life in UL have the opportunity to volunteer with any time of the month and help with smaller tasks like stocking toilets with period products in the Students' Union or other university buildings, but also spreading that awareness, working on our social media posts, working on our website, organising webinars and information sessions online, obviously in the time of COVID, providing educational workshops to secondary schools and other students' unions or workplaces to make them any time of the month ambassadors. Volunteers are truly at the heart of everything we do, and the network is sprawling and it's large and it's growing every day, and that is because of our fantastic volunteers. So there's that famous saying that you need to be the change you wish to see in the world, and as cheesy as it sounds, it's 100% true. In my case, I saw an issue and I did a bit of research and I noticed that people were aware of it but nothing was being done. If you recognise that, even if it's an entrepreneurial idea or just an initiative, a movement, a social movement, it's your responsibility, I believe, as a person, as a human being, to be that change and to address it. You don't have to get up on your soapbox outside the Dáil and start shouting for political change, but educate yourself on the issue. Change, and social change in particular, begins with education. So educate yourself as much as possible on the issue you wish to represent and the change you wish to make. If you've been volunteering, or if you've been thinking about volunteering, please apply for your PVA here at the University of Limerick and log all of your hours. You deserve credit and recognition for your hard work in impacting local and national communities. And think about how amazing a note of recognition would be from your university president on your transcript.